And how does this view that is noble and emancipating lead the one who practices in accordance with it to the complete destruction of suffering? Here a monk, gone to the forest or to the root of a tree or to an empty hut, considers thus: is there any obsession unabandoned in myself that might so possess my mind that I cannot know or see things as they actually are? If a monk is obsessed by sensual lust, then his mind is obsessed. If he is obsessed by ill will, then his mind is obsessed. If he is obsessed by sloth and torpor, then his mind is obsessed. If he is obsessed by restlessness and remorse, then his mind is obsessed. If he is obsessed by doubt, then his mind is obsessed. If a monk is absorbed in speculation about this world, then his mind is obsessed. If a monk is absorbed in speculation about the other world, then his mind is obsessed. If a monk takes to quarreling and brawling and is deep in disputes, stabbing others with verbal daggers, then his mind is obsessed. He understands thus: there is no obsession unabandoned in myself that might so possess my mind that I cannot know and see things as they actually are. My mind is well disposed for awakening to the truths. This is the first knowledge attained by him that is noble, supramundane, not shared by ordinary people. I'll stop here for a moment now. This part, we are coming to this part of the sutta, which is very important. Here, the Buddha is going to talk about 7 factors or 7 possessions of a sotapanna. So if you think you might be a sotapanna, you can judge here whether you have the qualities. So this first one, a monk, he must get rid of the 5 hindrances. What is called obsessions here. I must abandon these 5 hindrances. Because it says here, my mind is well disposed for awakening to the truths. If you don't abandon the 5 hindrances, then your mind is not well disposed for awakening. So abandoning of the 5 hindrances is necessary so that we can see clearly things as they really are. The minimum that is needed to abandon the 5 hindrances is what later books call upachara samadhi, a threshold concentration, which is very close to the first jhana. Just before a person attains the first jhana, in the suttas it says that the 5 hindrances are abandoned, and abandoned quite permanently. So you need some samadhi to get rid of the 5 hindrances. There are some people, they already have this quality from previous life. If not, then we have to cultivate this samadhi in this lifetime so that we can attain this sotapanna. Second one, again, a noble disciple considers thus: when I pursue, develop and cultivate this view, do I obtain internal serenity? Do I personally obtain stillness? He understands thus: when I pursue, develop and cultivate this view, I obtain internal serenity. I personally obtain stillness. This is the second knowledge attained by him that is noble, supramundane, not shared by ordinary people. So this is another quality that is noble, supramundane, not shared by ordinary putujana, ordinary people who are not Aryans. So an Aryan will be able to obtain serenity of mind, stillness of mind. The third one, again, a noble disciple considers thus: is there any other recluse or Brahmin outside the Buddha's dispensation possessed of a view such as I possess? He understands thus: there is no other recluse or Brahmin outside the Buddha's dispensation possessed of a view such as I possess. This is the third knowledge attained by him that is noble, supramundane, not shared by ordinary people. I stop here for a moment. So here, he knows only in the Buddha's original teachings, by practicing the Noble Eightfold Path, then only we can get this right view of an Aryan and be an Aryan. Nowadays there are some monks who say that all religions are the same and that other religions also have enlightened people. This is not what the Buddha says. The Buddha says only in his teachings. When you say only in his teachings, it means only basically you practice the Four Noble Truths, which includes the Noble Eightfold Path. And then only you can attain this Aryan view. Number 4. Again, the noble disciple considers thus: do I possess the character of a person who possesses right view? What is the character of a person who possesses right view? This is the character of a person who possesses right view. Although he may commit some kind of offense for which a means of rehabilitation has been laid down, still he at once confesses, reveals and discloses it to the teacher or to wise companions in the holy life. And having done that, he enters upon restraint for the future. Just as a young, tender infant lying prone at once draws back when he puts his hand or his foot on a live coal, so too that is the character of a person who possesses right view. He understands thus: I possess the character of a person who possesses right view. This is the fourth knowledge attained by him that is noble, supramundane, not shared by ordinary people. One of the necessary conditions of a good disciple is that he has to be straightforward to the teacher. He should not hide his weaknesses. He should not hide his faults. So here it is stated that even this noble disciple, this Aryan disciple, is capable of committing some kind of offense, some light offense. Although an Aryan is supposed to have perfect sila, he still sometimes can break certain precepts, but not the major precepts. But then he does not hide it. He immediately confesses it, reveals it either to the teacher or to his companions in the holy life. So if a person wants to progress as a disciple, he has to be very forthright, very straightforward to the teacher and reveal everything so that the teacher can correct his faults, not be very secretive. Again, a noble disciple considers thus: do I possess the character of a person who possesses right view? What is the character of a person who possesses right view? This is the character of a person who possesses right view. Although he may be active in various matters for his companions in the holy life, yet he has a keen regard for training in the higher virtue, training in the higher mind, and training in the higher wisdom. Just as a cow with a new calf, while she grazes, watches her calf, so too that is the character of a person who possesses right view. He understands thus: I possess the character of a person who possesses right view. This is the fifth knowledge attained by him that is noble, supramundane, not shared by ordinary people. Stop here for a moment. So here the Buddha means that a monk may be very busy teaching the Dhamma or doing matters for the Sangha, but if an Aryan, then he will still be very careful about his sila, his samadhi, and wisdom. That means he will still keep his precepts very well and train in meditation and also study the sutta for the higher wisdom. Again, a noble disciple considers thus: do I possess the strength of a person who possesses right view? What is the strength of a person who possesses right view? This is the strength of a person who possesses right view. When the Dhammavuddho proclaimed by the Tathagata is being taught, he heeds it, gives it attention, engages it with all his mind, hears the Dhamma as with eager ears. He understands thus: I possess the strength of a person who possesses right view. This is the sixth knowledge attained by him that is noble, supramundane, not shared by ordinary people. So here, another characteristic of an Aryan disciple, when the Dhammavuddho of the Buddha is taught, he is very eager to listen, pay attention with all his mind. So you all should know, whenever there's a Dhamma talk going on, don't go and chatter. I see some of you, When the Dhamma talk is going on, you're talking very loudly. You have no interest in the Dhamma. That shows you're really interested in the Dhamma. Any talk, you will pay attention. Again, a noble disciple considers thus: do I possess the strength of a person who possesses right view? What is the strength of a person who possesses right view? This is the strength of a person who possesses right view. When the Dhamma Vinaya proclaimed by the Tathagata is being taught, he gains inspiration in the meaning, gains inspiration in the Dhamma, gains gladness connected with the Dhamma. He understands thus: I possess the strength of a person who possesses right view. This is the seventh knowledge attained by him that is noble, supramundane, not shared by ordinary people. When a noble disciple is thus possessed of 7 factors, he has well sought the character for realization of the fruit of stream entry. When a noble disciple is thus possessed of 7 factors, he possesses the fruit of stream entry. That is what the Blessed One said. The monks were satisfied and delighted in the Blessed One's words. That's the end of the sutta. So this last part, when the Dhamma is taught, this person is extremely happy to hear the Dhamma and is inspired by the Dhamma. That shows why we say Uyen, Tia Keng. He has this affinity with the Dhamma. So these are the 7 qualities of a sotapanna. So if you think you might be a sotapanna, you look at these 7 qualities and judge whether you have. The first one is to be rid of the 5 hindrances. You have, and then the second one is you have attained some serenity of mind, stillness of mind. The third one is that you understand that outside the Buddha's teachings, there cannot be any Aryans. Number 4, this sotapanna, he may commit some light offense, but he will immediately confess and reveal it either to his companions in the holy life or to the teacher. And number 5, the monk may be very busy doing a lot of Dhammavuddho work, etc., or maintenance work, or all the duties for the Sangha, yet he still trains in Sila, Samadhi and Panya, moral conduct, concentration and wisdom. Then number 6, when the Dhamma Vinaya is taught, he pays full attention. He engages it with all his mind. Hears the Dhamma with eager ears, very happy and very eager to hear the Dhamma. And then number 7, when he hears the Dhamma, he is inspired by the Dhamma, and gladness is born. Is gladness connected with the Dhamma. So these are the 7 factors, the characteristics of a sotapanna. So this is a very important sutta.